Well, hello, Eagle Naz. Nice to see you again. God bless you. Happy Friday to you. And I just wonder how you're doing. How are you doing? I hope you're doing okay. You know, with this whole COVID mess, this season that we've been in, 5 or 6 months long now, it's obviously unprecedented. No one in our lifetimes has had to go through something exactly like this. And I know it's been upsetting. It's been unsettling in so many ways. It's been so disruptive to our lives and our normal routines. Nothing is the way it used to be before COVID. All of our routines have been upset and are changing. And whether we're at home or whether we're out in public, whether we're at the grocery store, no matter what, we have to be really, really, really careful and aware of what's going on. I know that there's been some anxiety, even fear for people, and there's been so much confusion, so much misinformation. You know, we don't know what to believe. It's this way one day, and then it changes, and somebody else says something else, and you watch this on one channel, and you see something totally opposite on a different channel, and we just don't know what to believe. And maybe the worst part of the whole thing is that we don't know when it's going to end, or how it's going to end, or what life is going to look like and be like when it does end. We just don't know. There are more questions than there are answers, and it's been true for the last 6 months, and it will be true as we move forward. And the thought for me this morning is, can you imagine going through this difficult season, this unprecedented season, this unsettled season, without the presence of God? Can you imagine going through any calamity or any crisis or any tragedy without God's presence as a part of your life? I think about people who aren't Christ followers, who don't have a faith in the living God, that don't have the promise of the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And they're kind of out there flailing around all on their own because they don't have God in their lives. And I just can't even imagine. I can't even imagine going through this stuff without the presence of God as a part of our daily life. Now, this last Sunday at Eagle Naz, we celebrated communion for about, I think it was the first time in 6 or 7 months. It's been a long time. But one of the beautiful things about communion is that it's an opportunity for us to stop and to pause and to remember God's presence in our lives. That's a part of communion. God promises that wherever 2 or 3 are gathered, He'll be there. That when we share in Holy Communion, that He's a part of that. His presence is there. He is with us, and we are with Him. It's a wonderful, wonderful reminder. I mean, there are a lot of things about communion that are very special, but for me, it's a reminder of God's presence. I will never leave you or forsake you. I will always be with you. No matter what you're going through or what's going on in your life, I'm right there with you. And as you break the bread and as you take the cup, it's a reminder. He said, let this be in memory of me, Jesus said, because I'm right there with you. Don't forget about me. I'm there for you. After the service on Sunday, I got a text from a friend, and he was talking about the service and said how much he enjoyed it. And he said, God was speaking to me, Jerry, through that service. And he said, I know He was there with you at the church, but He was also here with me and my wife at home. He was watching online. And I thought, what a beautiful reminder that no matter where we are or what we're going through, that He is with us. And we just need to be reminded of that. We need to remember and embrace and acknowledge the presence of God in our lives, whether we're going through good times or hard times. So please remember that today. Don't go through this day without being reminded that God is with you and that He loves you and He's your shepherd and He's your protector and your provider, and you can count on Him through anything and everything. So walk with Him, hold hands with Him, talk to Him, let Him love on you. Jesus is right there with you. God bless you, and have a wonderful weekend as you walk with Jesus.